Guys, so in today's episode is going to be sleep, sex, and intimacy, and I'm going to start with sleep. Okay, if you guys are in a relationship, there is a sleep dynamic that you guys have to take into consideration. So a woman naturally needs more sleep than a male, same age, whatever. A woman do not get the cortisol boost or the testosterone boost that men get in the morning. So when a man can jump up and be spring and sprung and ready for the day on a small amount of sleep, a woman can't do that because she does not get that boost that a man get. A lot of the time men wonder why they got a stiffy in the morning is because you're getting a boost of testosterone for your day. You literally get a head start for your day, and women do not get that. The only time women get that boost of testosterone is during ovulation. And if you're on any form of birth control, a lot of women don't ovulate, so they don't get that boost at all during the month at all, as long as they're on birth control. So if you're wondering why your partner, your woman, is not happy-go-lucky or up and ready for the world, is because naturally, okay, scientifically, a lot of women do not get that boost. And sometimes women are taught that in order to survive, they have to get up and be the happy-go-lucky person and good morning, how are you, blah blah blah, and they fill their bodies up of caffeine just so they can get that boost and get that feeling, when naturally that's not who they are. And another thing, as far as sleep, it is scientifically proven that women need more sleep than men. Our body go through menstruation, ovulation, a host of different things, plus our everyday day-to-day life, and women naturally needs more sleep because of all our hormones and all the changes that our body go through. And it's proven that women naturally do not get enough sleep that they need. They're not talking about me, because baby, me, I'm going to get my sleep. I literally turn into the most horrible human being if I'm sleep deprived, and I did not realize that about me until I started having children. When I had Kai and I was sleep deprived, okay, I was like the most angry, most frustrated, most unhappy person in the world. And shout out to all the women that have newborns that are sleep deprived. I'm not judging you, I was there, but it gets better later. Okay, so sleep is super important for a woman to feel herself, for a woman to want to have sex. So let's get into sex. Sex is a crucial part to a woman or man's life, because it is a need. It's a involuntary need that's innate, that's within us, that everyone is going to need, especially if you're using your body part and they're active. So my husband talks about this all the time on his show, that he has only gotten no's from me like really once, and that was because I was sick. I'm of the belief that women who are married, women that have a ring on their finger, should always make themselves available and accessible to have sex with their partner. I feel like it's, I don't know, there's no specific reason, and we next month will be 8 years that we have been together, so we have stood the test of times. We've been through a thing or two, and it's only happened once, and I was sick. And a lot of people are going to ask me, like, how did you do that? How do you not say no? Aren't you tired? Like, don't you have stuff to do? Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm tired, just like the next lady. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, he makes me angry a lot of the times. Yes, he makes me frustrated. But I'm not of the belief that I should withhold sex from my partner. Lots of Jamaican women like to talk about them like lock shop and all these things. If he is not getting sex from you, he's going to get it from somebody else. And if you're in a long committed relationship and you want your relationship to last, you need to make sure that your partner is satisfied. And I'm not just saying this to be misogynistic or anything. This is just my belief. I do not believe withholding sex gets women anything done. If anything, it makes your partner more angry and resentful. There is no tip. I literally don't say no. Whether that I'm tired, he made me angry, or we were arguing, or I just don't withhold sex from him, because I know it is a involuntary need that I signed up for when I was going into a relationship with him. And also, sex and compatibility is super important. You need to make sure that you're compatible with your partner with whatever they want sexually. You should be their one-stop shop. So there's no need for them to step outside of their relationship for something sexual, because you are not doing it, or you're unwilling to do it, or you're unwilling to pleasure your partner in that way. You should be your partner's one-stop shop as far as sex is concerned, and the same thing for you. Also, a lot of women, I feel like, are scared as far as telling your partner what you like, telling your partner what you don't like, telling them what turns you on, tell them how certain position makes you feel. Me and babe has been together long enough, so now our sex life flows. And this is where a lot of sexual breakdowns happen in marriages, because people get bored, people get tired of the same thing, and it's up to you and your partner to spice it up. We have cards, we have lingerie, we have toys. Don't necessarily mean that we use a lot of those things, but it's there for when we're bored or when we want to spice up our relationship, so it don't get redundant. No one wants to eat chicken 7 days a week for a whole year straight, so you need to actually make it a point to spice up your sex life, especially if you're in a committed relationship and you've been in that relationship for years. Do something new, try something different. And also, I forgot my train of thought about women telling their partner what they need and want. And I feel like this is why a lot of women are unsatisfied with sex, or they don't get what they want out of sex, because it's a taboo for you to say, babe, you're doing it too hard, babe, that's too rough, take time, or I don't like it like that, do it like this. A lot of women seems very taboo, it seems very vulgar to actually tell the person you're with, don't do it like this, do it like this, or you're doing it too hard, do it soft. But it's up to you to be assertive and tell your partner that this doesn't feel good to me, this is how it feels good. And it's up to you to be assertive enough to make sure that your needs are met. And I'm all for that, all for saying that something doesn't feel good, that something doesn't feel right, we need to switch this, we need to change that. Because me and one gal that when it comes on to that, I'm gonna get mine, okay? I'm gonna get mine. And a lot of the time I don't get mine and I'm not mad about it. I don't hold it against him. I don't have the big O or something on this session, I know the next session, baby, is gonna be my turn. So I don't hold it against him. I don't think about it too hard or say, babe, I didn't get the big O, so blah blah blah. I know in the next session, babe, it's my turn. Okay, I am going to be leading that interaction, because yeah, but I don't have that don't happen a lot. Okay, that's rarely does that ever happen. And if you're not coming when you're having sex with your partner, I feel very sorry for you, because while you having sex, yeah, so yeah, that's how I feel about the sleep and sex thing, and they go hand in hand. If you're with somebody and they're sleep deprived and they're not going to want to have sex, so do your partner a favor. Whatever you need to do, leave them alone, let them get some sleep, and then ask for sex after, and you should be good. Then this is going to go straight into intimacy. And I talked about this before, and intimacy is another big part of relationship. Intimacy for women is very different from intimacy for men, and I'm going to talk about intimacy from a woman's perspective. Intimacy for us starts at the beginning of the day. Intimacy is how you greet us when you wake up, is how you talk to us when you're leaving to go to work. Intimacy is every single text from the minute you wake up until the minute we go to bed. It's how you touch me, it's how you talk to me, it's how our interaction goes throughout that day. You can't have no intimacy, talk to me crazy, look at me crazy, didn't say good morning, didn't bring me some tea or make me some breakfast, and then expect me after at 9 p.m. you want some pum pum. Like, it's not going to work. I need to feel loved, reassured all throughout the day in order for me to feel like, okay, I can have sex later on. If you're doing any of those things and you feel like you're not getting enough sex from your partner, that's probably why. Because intimacy starts from the day you wake up. I walk around this house and my husband will slap me on my butt. That's a form of intimacy to me. Okay, he's reassuring me that my body is amazing, reassuring me that my butt looks great. Another form of intimacy is when he brings me tea in the morning. Like, he don't even have to say good morning, he don't have to say anything. Once he brings me tea, that is a form of my love language. Okay, he brings me tea, I know it's about to be a great day, a good morning. He appreciates and loves me, and he brings me that because he knows I love tea. And it can be different from everybody. It can be just saying good morning, it can be saying I love you in the morning, you can say making breakfast. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, you're gonna have to figure it out and work it out with your partner. And that is a form of intimacy. You making dinner or cooking for me, that is a form of intimacy. The way you talk to me, the way you text me, that is a form of intimacy. And if you're find that you're lacking in any of those areas and you're having problems where your sex is concerned or sleep is concerned, that's probably why. Okay, intimacy starts from the minute you wake up, from the minute to the minute you go to sleep. And that's what I have to tell everyone that's in a relationship. You can't just expect your partner to wake up and then go throughout the day. I didn't get a I love you, didn't get a smack on the butt, didn't get a kiss, didn't get anything, and expect them to be ready, willing, and able to have sex with you at 9 o'clock at night. Like, it does not work like that. They need reassurance, they need intimacy. And also, cuddling with your partner is a form of intimacy. Sleeping in the same bed is a form of intimacy. It's just all how you look at intimacy and how you see it working for you and your relationship and that dynamic. So with that being said, I feel like I chat out a lot of my business, and need to get off this computer before I chat more. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your tips and tricks as far as sleep, sex, and intimacy is concerned. And this is the 3rd episode of Shakera Speaks, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.